So today we're going to be talking about two of the best friends going head to head. Iron Man versus War Machine. So Tony Stark was the arrogant son of wealthy weapons manufacturer Howard Stark, who cared only about himself. This all changed when he had a change of heart after he was kidnapped by strangers and gravely injured. Stark was pressured to create a weapon of mass destruction, but instead, he created a suit of power armor to escape. Tony used his vast resources and intellect to make the world a better place as the invincible Iron Man. His superhero identity led him to become a founding member of the Avengers. Now for this battle, we're going to be using Iron Man's Extremis armor. So after being critically injured during a battle with a nanotech enhanced foe, Stark injected his nervous system with a modified techno-organic virus to save his own life. This fused Stark's armor to his body, allowing him to store the inner layers of the Iron Man armor in the hollows of his bones, as well as control it through direct brain impulses. He can remotely connect it to just about any communication device, including satellites and computers all over the world. Extremis also turned Stark into a superhuman, equipped with enhanced strength, speed, and a healing factor that even allows him to regrow organs. But now let's talk about Tony's armor. In general, the armor has superhuman strength, stronger than 100 tons, and it's incredibly durable and able to withstand tremendous amounts of punishment. The armor is made out of crystallized iron enhanced by magnetic fields over layers of other metals like titanium, which grants him incredible endurance and can withstand powerful attacks. The armor also allows Stark to fly at high speeds, exceeding the speed of sound, due to rockets placed on the bottom of the armor's boots. Stark also equipped the armor with numerous weapons over the years, making the suit more powerful each time. The most often used weapons are the repulsor rays, magnetically channeled beams of superheated plasma that are fired from Iron Man's palms or gauntlets. Other weapons that are built into the armor include the unibeam projector that's in its chest, pulse bolts that pick up kinetic energy so they hit harder the farther they travel, an electromagnetic pulse generator and energy shield, sonic blasts, and creating and manipulating magnetic fields. Tony Stark is one of Marvel's leading geniuses and is able to harness his intelligence and ingenuity in order to defeat much more powerful foes. Stark has also been trained by Steve Rogers, making him a powerful hand-to-hand combatant. In the other corner, we have War Machine. So James Rhodes is Tony Stark's personal pilot and one of the Playboy's oldest friends. Rhodey has often donned the Iron Man mantle when the burden has been too much for his friend, but has also established his own identity as the War Machine and the Iron Patriot. Just like Tony, Rhodes has worn many different armored suits throughout the years, but the one we're going to focus on right now is the Stand Tech armor. This is the armor that Rhodey operated as an instructor for the Initiative program, against the Skrull invasion and on his own. Now what's unique about this armor is that it has no Stark tech, but instead is a mix of Stand Tech Industries and experimental cyberware. This was done in order to protect the suit from being compromised in case of a massive techno attack like the Skrull virus. Just like with Iron Man, the suit is built with super strength, speed, incredible resistance to damage, and the ability to fly. The armor possesses gauntlet blasters and shoulder mounts that include a Gatling gun, beam weapons, and rocket launchers. And on at least one occasion, the launcher has been said to use the super-powered inhibiting nanobots, or SPIN, power neutralizer. Cannons can also extend from the chest area, epaulets, and hip pods, and the suit's unibeam is retractable. Magno locks allow the armor to attach and interface with other weapons and technology, such as tank treads. Detached limbs are still controlled by Rhodes and appear to have some autonomous functions. The armor also has satellite interface with internal monitors that allow him to access any database on the planet. Rhodey has been in the military for most of his adult life, making him a very skilled in melee combat and an expert marksman. He's also an expert aviator, especially with armored suits, and is a skilled tactician, allowing him to overcome enormous odds and form strategies in order to defeat powerful opponents. So who wins this showdown? Well, let's break this fight down. What's difficult about this fight is that these two best friends are remarkably similar, both wearing armored suits with virtually the same powers and abilities. So since they are so similar with their suits, let's take a quick look at Tony and Rhodes. Tony's a genius and can probably think of many different ways to take down War Machine, but Rhodes has had years and years of military training and experience, and that counts for a lot. They're both skilled in hand-to-hand combat, but Rhodes is a better shot, and his military training gives him experience. But now let's look at their armor. There are some differences in the two suits. First off, Rhodes' War Machine is loaded up with many more guns and quote-unquote traditional weapons. It's got Gatling guns, beam weapons, rocket launchers, alongside the classic armor powers like repulsor rays and unibeams. He also sometimes has spin technology, which is used to shut down superpowers, so it might, in theory, shut down Tony's extremist enhancements and his connection with the armor. Even if it did though, these spin power neutralizers are extremely expensive and have to be custom made to target the opponent's DNA, and it's highly unlikely that Rhodes will have one catered to Tony's DNA, so spin power neutralizers won't have any effect in this fight. Rhodes does have magna locks built into the suit, which allow him to interface with other weapons and technology. So Rhodey might be able to interface with Tony's suit and take control of it, but he has to be close in order to do this, and it'll be difficult to get this close and keep Tony still for that long. So now let's take a look at Tony's suit. Extremis is an incredibly powerful armor and contains many weapons and gadgets. He has repulsor blast, unibeams, an EMP generator, pulse bolts that operate off kinetic energy, and energy shields. He's packing some heavy stuff. But the thing is, while Tony probably could overpower Rhodes, he can also shut down War Machine's suit with an EMP blast and might even be able to take control of the suit with his mind, since Extremis gave him control over technology and computers. So in the end, since he's had more experience in the suit, has a more powerful and varied armor, and can remotely disable War Machine, Iron Man takes the victory. But what do y'all think? Sound off in the comments down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Also, be sure to hit the little subscribe button for more videos like this every single week.